Okay. The June 23rd, 2025 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Burgess is excused. Mr. Colby? Mr. Colby is present. Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz is present. Ms. DeFlorio? Ms. DeFlorio is present. Mr. Dondorfer? Mr. Dondorfer is present. Ms. Hugh Smith? Ms. Hugh Smith is present. Chairman Long?
Here.
Chairman Long is present. Mr. Mafucci?
Here.
Mr. Mafucci is present. Mr. Milne? Mr. Milne is present. Ms. Smith? Ms. Smith is present. Ms. Vasquez Simmons? Ms. Vasquez Simmons is present. And President Roman? President Roman is present.
Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the May 20th, 2025 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on our agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 25-0216, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services for the Crimes Against Revenue Program.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, second by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0218, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Canal Corporation for the New York State Canal Corporation Marine Patrol Matching Grant Program.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, second by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0219, authorize the creation of a probation supervisor and a senior probation officer in the Department of Public Safety, Office of Probation, Community Corrections.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, seconded by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Any questions or comments? Legislator Mafucci.
Through the chair, these positions were added on recently as a result of us partnering with pretrial services for this year and continuing on forward.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Legislator Dondorfer.
Thank you, sir. Through you to the administration, kind of piggybacking on legislator Mafucci. Can you explain, elaborate why those positions are necessary at this point?
Through the chair, as a result of probation, in particular Department of Public Safety partnering and assuming many of the responsibilities and duties of pretrial services, we would need those staff members in order to continue the good work that's done with that program. The administrator for pretrial is retiring and analyzing the pretrial platform. 50%, if not more, of the probation departments in New York State operate pretrial. So we're consolidating those services. And as a result of that, we're projecting a $300,000 surplus in funds.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, I'm assuming that these positions are going to be filled immediately. Do you have candidates in mind for these positions already?
Through the chair, we would look to fill them immediately. The probation officer supervisor more than likely will come from the probation ranks as well as the senior probation officer.
Thank you. Then one more follow-up question then through the chair to the administration then. If you do plan on taking current employees and moving them up, do we have the capability of filling those positions that they are vacating once that those people are promoted?
Through the chair, we recently had a probation academy that graduated a number of successful candidates. So we certainly would look to those individuals to be able to move them up to those positions, as well as any additional opportunities with our current civil service list.
Thank you. I yield.
Any other questions or comments, Legislator Mafucci?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I didn't have my mic on when I asked my question. I'm not going to repeat the question, but I just want to say this, that enhancing public safety is a really good idea, and I'm glad you're doing this. Thank you very much.
Any other questions or comments, Legislator DeFlorio?
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, just kind of follow up on Legislator Mafucci's question. So if these positions weren't allocated in the budget last year, where's the funding for these positions coming from?
Through the chair, pretrial services has a budget allocation from the state of New York of $900,000. And we would use those funding, that funding mechanism to cover those costs.
Thank you. So through the chair to the administration, if you hadn't created these positions, what would that funding have been utilized for?
Through the chair, additional funding would be, or this funding would also be used to ensure that pretrial staff that we've offered employment opportunities with under this new reorganizational plan will be paid through those services, as well as service providers that come in to work with our pretrial clients.
I'm sorry. So through the chair to the administration, I'm just trying to follow all of this. So you currently have enough money in that pool or pocket of funding that you are able to cover these costs right now? Is that my takeaway on this? I'm so sorry. I'm not.
Through the chair, that's correct. So we're utilizing the current funding mechanism for pretrial and, if you will, moving that over to the reorganization of the operation, assuming responsibility for current employees. They've been offered positions, as well as the two additional staff members that we're proposing in this referral. And that still gives us the ability to have money left over.
Thank you. I yield.
Legislator Hugh Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration. Couple questions. Do we currently have any vacancies in probation?
Through the chair, yes, we do.
Do you know how many, through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, how many vacancies do we have in probation?
An estimate is at 20, but I can give you an exact number.
That'd be great. Thank you. I am trying to understand everything you've said. So you're looking to immediately move some probationary staff into these new roles, and you want to add a position, but we don't have enough staff currently in probation. Is that correct?
Through the chair. So yes, we do have vacancies, but we monitor all of the caseloads that are assigned to these probation officers or personnel. We're currently within compliance. And we've been able to meet our guiding principles associated with properly serving our clients.
No doubt. I guess that's not really the focus of my questions. The funding for these new positions, I understood you to say was coming from pretrial services. So, which you said was coming from the state. So are these positions impacting the Monroe County, like our budget, or are these additional dollars coming to us from the state? Does that make sense? But didn't he just say that it's coming from the state?
To clarify, to the chair, to clarify that prior response, one confusing aspect of this is the program is pretrial services. The company that currently delivers that program is also named Pretrial Services Corporation. Monroe County receives funding from New York State for the pretrial services program. for which Monroe County contracts with Pretrial Services Corporation. The Department of Public Safety, by essentially insourcing this service, will use appropriations currently in the adopted budget for that contract to instead support their additional staff. I hope that clarifies. Thank you.
I think so. So to clarify, you're currently spending money on a contract, but you're looking to move these positions internally. And hence you want to fund those internal positions. Is that correct?
Through the chair, yes, it is.
So what is there any additional cost? Or are we saving money by making this shift?
Through the chair, under this reorganizational plan, it's estimated that we will have $300,000 left over.
And 300,000 left over from the contract this year that you're not going to use.
So as a result of that, we would be able to pay for the administrative services that we'll be providing as a result of the funding that we get.
Is Mr. Franklin able to help us out a little bit more with the financial implications of this shift?
Through the chair, our contract with Pretrial Services Corporation, if I may speak in round numbers,
Please.
is roughly $1 million. The Department of Public Safety has determined by essentially insourcing the delivery of pretrial services can do so more efficiently. And the quote savings from the contract will be can be reinvested into delivering more services, a different type of purchasing materials to deliver additional essential services, and for absorbing public safety's administrative costs of providing the program itself.
Excellent. Thank you so very much. I yield.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no other matters, the June 23rd, 2025 meeting of the Public Safety Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Public Safety Committee will be held on Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025 at 5:30 p.m.